Hello, everyone. I hope you're staying safe during these challenging times. Upon us right now, we have graduation season. It's going to be one like that we've never had before during this time of COVID-19, right? Social distancing, graduation season. I wanted to do a short video that talks about some of the challenge that you may have as a recent or upcoming graduate. Maybe your child is graduating soon, you have a family member, a neighbor, somebody close to you. The decisions that you make or that individual makes right now are going to impact them over their lifetime if it's the wrong decision. I've seen a couple of recent articles that came across my desk, one on Generation Z and how they'll be hardest hit financially, and one from the Wall Street Journal talking about incoming college students taking what is known as a gap year, which up until very recently I had no idea what a gap year was, but it caused me to think, is that the right decision for you and your child, or you, if you're a recent graduate or upcoming graduate going from high school to college, or going from college into the real world. My name is Justin Siebert. I am a executive at a very large defense contractor, one of the largest in the world. I got into corporate world when I was 19 years old and rose up through the ranks. I've hired hundreds, if not thousands, of people over the years, and I know I have some experience, subject matter expertise in this area. A couple of thoughts. One, around the gap year, right? So that's a trending topic right now. Maybe parents are out there trying to think, is this the right choice for your child? I think there's two schools of thought there. One is a passive, maybe safer approach. I would challenge, especially if you're going from high school to college, right? Why would you need a gap year? Has the hardest part in your life happened yet, or your child's life happened yet? What would trigger the gap year outside of COVID? And what are you going to get out of a gap year? Think about that. Is that the right choice for you? What does your child, or what do you want to be when you grow up, right? What are the goals? That will help you get to that choice. Two, I think there's a riskier approach to that, maybe more of an aggressive approach, one that I personally would probably lean on, and what I did in my career, and that is to hit the ground running. Bypass your competition, bypass your peers. While your peers may be out having this gap year, why don't you figure out a company? And oh yes, by the way, there are people hiring right now. You just have to do the research, put in the hard work in figuring out what industries those are, what jobs those are. Get in there as an entry-level job. Maybe they'll pay for your college, right? If that's what I did. I found a job at 19 years old that paid me $11 an hour, and that Fortune 100 company paid for my education. I ended up getting my undergrad in 6 years. My 4-year degree, it took me 6 years while working full time, and I catapulted past my competition and my peers. I was always the young one up until very recently when I started getting some grays. But I would challenge the gap year. Do you need that? Sit down and have that conversation with your children or with yourself if that's you. And also too, the article I read around Generation Z being hardest hit as an outcome of what's going on right now with COVID, right? So a couple of thoughts there. Don't fall victim to the victim mentality, right? It's easy to do nowadays for sure. Don't become a statistic. If you think and you read these things that Generation Z or the millennials are going to be hardest hit, that's probably going to be the case. But if you take action and you have a strategy to get where you want to be, and maybe it's not a CEO, maybe it's not a successful entrepreneur, that's fine. But if those are your goals, I guarantee you, with a plan, hard work, and dedication, that you are going to be successful and get to where you want to be quicker with that plan. So, there's several options out there, right? You can stay with your family longer, right? So maybe it's zero rent and free food, all of that. Maybe you can house hack. If you don't know what that is, Google what a house hack is. It's a great option, something I wish I would have done early in my life. Get roommates, right? Control the costs. Costs are going to be challenging, but if you do the research, see what's out there, see who's hiring, what industry, you won't be hit as bad as maybe some of your peers are that are sitting back with the entitlement mindset and not being aggressive. And two, really challenge if something like a gap year makes sense, okay? So hopefully that helps. Congratulations to all of the recent and upcoming graduates in this challenging time. It's hopefully the 2020 the only year that we have like this, but use some of my skills, knowledge, expertise, experience. Follow me on LinkedIn at Justin Siebert. Hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel at Justin Siebert. Check me out on Instagram at The Corporate Mentor, and like and comment if you see value. I hope everyone continues to stay safe. We'll talk soon. Cheers.